we go grow old for year, but some people still dey queue now to rush in
It's been happening way back
from
before
airports.
we
As they reach here, they don't break up. Hey, welcome to another interesting topic of the Living Room Podcast. This is where our discussions, where we have unfiltered discussions among ourselves, talking about issues arising among Africans and the people in diaspora. And before I start any discussion tonight, I want to welcome you, my co-host. By my left is Ade. As usual.
I did for you any day.
And I have right in front of me Prince.
Yeah, I'm here. You know, they always say no grief for anyone, but grief for somebody. Because at the end of the day, today na Valentine. I hope everybody they get person where they do their Valentine with.
Man, and it's so funny. Tonight we want to talk about one interesting topic. Topics that people will understand. People has actually been buzzing us. We've been hearing stories among the African communities. Now we just want to discuss about the effect of migration in diasporas, people, African communities in diasporas. So we're actually talking about family adaptations. We're actually talking about relationship between couples. We want to see waiting they happen among these people that actually moved from African countries to the Western world. It's a crazy experiences based on the stories we've heard. Crazy experiences based on people reaching out to us, telling us to actually talk about it. So I don't know how you want to start about that.
In one sentence, I'll tell you this: that migrating to the West is a truth test of your marriage. Like, you think you know your partner until you move, and when you need it most. And really, if we want to look at it from a perspective of a very balanced and objective view, now both people get responsibility to actually make this thing work. Mm-hmm. But it get where the system go redefine that marriage. If you now know they committed to make them work, bros, a lot of things go make them scatter.
Yeah, I think for me, I see it as something like people need to have conversation about, okay, why am I leaving this environment that I am right now to another environment? And a lot of factors they bring those things. But like he said, when you're trying to make that decision to say, okay, I'm leaving, partners need to sit down and make decisions. One person cannot just say, okay, make we go. You can't reach there.
But sometimes one partner have to make decision.
I feel one partner making decision, it's gonna affect. That's
it's
for
not
me,
just about one partner.
One partner, because
so
I feel it's a collective
time,
thing.
We always assume, say, by the time where you relocate, you don't enter greener pasture. Okay. But when you arrive, the reality on ground, you know, say now only Nigeria you go day. You fit day step A. Before night come, you don't do step 20.
Correct.
Yeah.
When you day here, bro, you go move on from one step 2. In fact, if possible, step 1, step 1.1.
Bro, now restart. The person they restart.
Yeah, but
restart mode.
And you know, it's always difficult. One of the things that a friend said to me, imagine medical doctor leave Nigeria and come here with his wife. In the restart. But the problem be when he reach here, in wife they look and say, now medical doctor I marry. But when medical doctor begin to work for warehouse, your wife go to look say,
yeah, I agree with you.
You know, they see this medical doctor inside this guy.
But the point is that
happen?
People lack information. You know, I'm not saying because some of us, you know, when we left, we're able to, you know, get one or two information from people that to say, okay, it's not going to be like this, it's not going to be like this. Probably some of them, they don't have that privilege to get those information to say, hey, even though you're a medical doctor, you're a surgeon in gynecology or whatever that it is, you cannot just come here and start practicing what you've done. Most of us get licenses for
But
Nigeria.
this one is actually how does it impact?
How does it impact? That's what I'm
The
saying.
marriages.
That period of sowing, some couples will not survive it.
Yes, they won't survive it. But there's always like what I know, say, okay, if you have a plan A of something that you guys need to achieve, you need to provide plan B.
Ross,
To say
when
if
today
this thing
no
doesn't
sure,
work,
you dey talk about plan for the future.
nobody's trying to say today it's sure, but the thing is that there's always plan for everything. Even when things don't even solve, you don't date the country.
The reason for all
No,
this
so-
story where would they try get?
Yeah.
Now, based on what we hear, based on who reach out to us, say they left their country, not Nigeria, it's an African country. They left the African country, moved down to the US about 11 years ago.
Okay.
This guy did everything he could, being a banker. All the money we in save, in bring and come. Do everything to enroll the wife to nursing school. Now this guy suffered, did everything for almost 6 years. When this woman now start getting, when she don't get her first gig, she don't earn money. Unfortunately for this guy, the guy will be say probably in a warehouse in they do when he start here, in they make $15-16 per hour. So as at that time, the woman catch up with them because the first job with this woman get now almost like $40 per hour.
Okay.
So now, why this guy they complain? They say now this woman don't reach the level where the woman confront him, say, I can pay all the bills in the house. I don't think I need a man in the house.
Make I ask you one question. In the first place, why you go imagine say woman go be your pension plan? Say if she soft.
Because I dey invest for him.
My brother, see, we should always know this. Say, women, they be very emotional driven beings. The logical aspects, now only few. And the things we go to trigger them, the logical aspects, now only divine grace. So you guys understand, say, and I dey always talk this thing, as you dey invest in anybody, make sure say you no forget yourself. Even the Bible talk am, love your neighbor the same way
You're gonna love yourself.
where you love yourself, because it is only natural that if you don't invest in yourself, the person go outgrow you, and if the person don't outgrow you, what's going to happen?
At this point, not that the guy did not invest in himself. He invested in himself. He's doing a great job. Based on the story, he's an IT guy. He's making money too, but it's beyond investment on both parties.
No, I never hear the IT side. Because
The
you know,
guy, okay, yeah,
so
the
that's
guy
the
is
point.
also. So that I'm saying that from the beginning, probably the guy was actually in a warehouse. So the guy was also investing in himself. But what happened between both of them, we don't know. Now one side of the story.
That's
we dey
one
hear.
side. That's what
One
I'm going
side
to.
of the story. But the major thing we say, the cultural values, una don't already born. The cultural value say una live in our country, now come here. No matter what happen, we know say right from our podcast, we always kick against all these things. There should always be a communication between both of them. So now one story we dey hear, but basically this guy said get good job, but the woman seems to be earning more, and the woman they capitalize say this guy she fit take care of the house now make the guy leave house for him. Even to the extent we say from the story, the lady called police sef.
So I think.
so what's
Mikolo,
the guy?
I think-
So
I
what's
think-
the
I
guy
think-
wants?
The guy just want advice because now they don't already put him for divorce. So in they ask for advice before they finalize the divorce. So the advice we say, in they look say, in they loyal, in they do everything we're supposed to do. In the surprise say where this missing thing come from.
My brother, it's gone. Support the law.
Well, we can say just my own thinking right now. We can say, in a nutshell, we've listened to the guy's story based on what he
Oh, never hear the
discussed.
woman's story.
We never hear the woman's story. So I believe one thing, that it's beyond a lot of things, that probably the guy is walking, the woman is walking. But the point is that things would have been building up day by day.
It wasn't overnight.
It wasn't just overnight to say, yes, I want to file a divorce. You know, sometimes we look at something and say, okay, why do people file divorce? A lot of things come
But do you
in
know
between.
African women are crazy women?
Yeah, in terms of going to that
Any
divorce level,
See,
extreme.
Waiting me I feel, which it's common, we can also say it. Why be say if our African women start to dey work and they mingle we would they're not supposed to mingle with, then they always bite their head to tell them, say, you don't they earn money, you don't they do this, watch out for your house. If not, they split bill. Before now, feel they split bill. Maybe say no effects.
You don't even complete them. If they don't start to make money, they come buy Lexus or Islander. If you like saying other spirits, they enter them.
What's happen to Mercedes Benz?
No, they know they go near that one.
So now
the ones now cheap. They don't buy RX
350, 450,
450, or they can't even come buy Islander. They get 3 rule. They don't respect you again.
They can't even they buy jelly, the baby size. You know they see that one.
The jelly.
So it's a preference. It's not because of what they want, but like we said, one thing that I still have for me personally is that things will build up, but like we said, there are cultural values that people need to put within their home that I believe that it can work. We're not saying every home is perfect 100%.
But what you're getting wrong is this: even with the cultural values, if it's in place, you are doing everything right. And this is from the male side and the female side. The fact that you're a good woman does not necessarily mean your man is going to be good to you. Because we see some men, they actually very irresponsible.
I agree.
The same thing for men side.
Two
if
sides.
you like say you did loyal, you do everything. You don't mean say.
But the where I'm going for this conversation is because we never really hear the major point. We only heard one side. We didn't hear the other side, or we didn't really go in depth to start saying, okay, yeah, what could have happened? What went wrong? But the point is that, because this person that I did this for, this person I've done this for, this is happening, filing a divorce. But something must have led, or something must have been building up over time. Things go down, they build up over time to say, okay, somebody just make decision, say, hey, I did divorce. So, but going back to what Adi said, I feel it's a lot of things that's build up. It's
things
not
like
just
what?
Things like one thing I mentioned
Maybe
on our last podcast.
maybe the guy they cheat.
That might be there. That's one. Two, we mentioned something like about, we are the one that said we want to empower our women, right? You want to empower them. But as long as you're empowering yourself too, that you guys can bring food on the table together. Makes sense.
This thing goes beyond food.
No food necessarily just to eat.
It goes beyond. Okay,
Not
continue.
food,
No, just continue.
eat.
I get you.
But there might be other things that communication, understanding each other more better off. But it's not necessarily because that man done the walk, or that man done the walk, things will change.
You just understand.
If they don't make that money, they don't change them.
Even man self the misbehave. See, I always tell something.
It's both parties.
If you
It's both
like,
parties.
get communication.
It's both parties.
If you like, they loyal. If you like, they consistent.
You go chop that breakfast.
If you go chop breakfast,
You go chop
They go serve you.
They go serve you.
They go serve you.
You guys understand this? This thing, it's not in your control, and
Yeah.
that's the thing that we fail to understand.
Yeah.
The way your next partner will treat you is actually not in your control. I was reading an article. Do you know how many divorce where people they file? Where do they make them to court?
No, I don't understand. What do you mean?
That one, I
What do
never
you mean?
understand.
What do you mean?
So they go down. Somebody will just start say you don't even ready. You go don't meet lawyer. You go fight, do everything.
Can't go tear the paper.
No, I
You
no
go
go.
tear the paper again.
They don't make that attempt.
Yeah, you don't know how many.
They'll change the same.
Hey, you go there. Let me say if you
Say-
go there.
Make they try work things out.
Go there.
This one. The truth be say, see, we guys acknowledge say now both parties get the responsibility to make anything work.
Yeah.
Every marriage get their own unique problem, and how would they take approach them? Would they learn from each other to ensure say we find solutions? The fact say I dey do am this way, no mean say if you adopt that way,
Same
you
style,
go work.
You go walk. Yeah.
But particularly to how our African women they react to if they don't they make 6 figure, it is alarming and terrible. And the funny thing be say sometimes they act like slaves. If you become slave to money and material things, trust me, you go bring out the beast in you.
Because it make me remember.
Becoming slave to material things and money. I'm trying to get something
Because
from there.
when you
Is it
make money-
from the angle of the woman or from the angle of the man?
Both ways, but
Now for your work,
particularly,
it basically the
if
slave
you
is.
don't become slave to material thing, say, this money now your God now, you don't even understand the proper human values where you suppose get.
Correct, I got you.
You go see, say, even with the great jobs where some individuals have, their eyes don't come up for overtime.
Exactly.
And the fact say they make more money, they go even recall they talk some silly statements. Men and women, they talk this one. Say, now because of children I come abroad. Now because of children I relocate. The same children where you know if you commit time to.
Then because of yourself.
Because of yourself.
And because you want to make your bank account
Now everything. I agree with you.
So
Ali.
it's frustrating.
It's really frustrating, and we have a lot to do. Not just as a man, as a woman. Because as we talk now, all this thing we talk now, it affects the home. When issues on the happen relating to marriages, not only the home as a whole, things to take care of, but the kids. It gets to the kids level by when kids start saying that, okay, my mom is trying saying this, my dad is started saying this, leading to divorce, and that's where it goes both ways.
Even if it does not lead to divorce.
Yeah.
Now, when I relocate, I can't understand the effect of trauma. A lot of the way where you see people they behave. Now, over time experience where they don't gather for their brain.
Where they build up.
So if you can't see them, they act them. You go say, oh, this person they're crazy, but go find out.
You say they're crazy. It's going through a lot.
And as a matter of fact, you've always talked about communication. Yes, it's very important. But it gets people where we say no matter how you communicate to them,
they don't want to hear.
They be coconut head.
They don't want to hear.
Even if they hear, if they go out the other way, waiting some people go do, that they go do. But the thing we say, where I know for sure, and this is very particular to African men, and when they say our women self, they try. So when would they say women they do this, men they do this? I'm not saying everyone, but particularly a certain percentage, they actually misbehave.
Of which gender?
Both genders.
Both
genders.
But be like say these days now, you come plenty for the female side.
Both genders.
Now both gender will say this, but let's say female gender.
And the point, you know why they happen?
Why?
All of a sudden, now no go feel, now feel not agree with me. It can't be like say African men don't they lazy.
Because they depend on their woman. Say she don't they make the money.
And that's when
they make her just relax.
I get your point.
Because I thought, say, I don't work, I don't try. This is my time to rest. Make this woman do work.
There is a why God call you, say, come lead this family.
No, that's the thing. As a man, you have to lead your family.
See,
you have to
now you think,
you have to be
as a man,
leader,
You say as the man of your own home.
Exactly. As a man of my own, I will do that for my own
because some people
I don't want to lose that value.
Like what you said,
I don't want to lose that value in my home.
Like what?
So I don't know for other people, but for me, I want to be that provider. I want to be that leader in my home. I want to create that value for my home, and I want to create that respect for my home. So that's why we always look at something. Probably over time, some men would, like we just said now, they will depend on their wife, say, nah, I ain't go do everything, or nah, I ain't go do this. But at the end of the day, that's when you start using respect, values, and you now go back to based on what we heard now, but we don't even know what exactly that happened.
Maybe this podcast would they bring the anybody way right? I would say invite your another story.
The other thing we say we always also ignore.
Yeah,
we say even as whether na male or female, the moments where you just submit your life, say okay, now this person go they take care of responsibility, you go get problem. Because if anything happen to that individual, what will be the future of that family?
Because it make me remember somebody where it's related to what we're actually talking about. You said some men go they rely on their wife, saying that them go bring something. It made me remember I asked somebody, why be say you day house, you they do some like many jobs, but your wife they top. He said, no me suffer, no me pay for all the flight ticket where they take come here, no me send and go school, no me do everything. Now the statement would they make be that.
And when you hear them go, some women know they forget things.
Yeah.
They don't forget things. They remember all those things.
No, you see,
the point is that you are saying that
if it not be even the woman feel no see him as anything.
If you as man self no they responsible.
But what if the woman get friends we pick and say so you don't turn slave for your husband now?
No
and
believe
she second the reactor. Say not true.
Because she wants to prove,
lately my husband is not
Just the
saying
house.
well she owó ti pé àti san ogbe tán so the woman go dey like you said you go dey build
See,
up.
whether im friends talk to am or not, one thing dey very sure. Make God consistently dey provide for everyone, whether na man, whether na woman. But just do like say things no pure. Make your woman pay mortgage for 6 months. You go see her true color.
You wan try am.
Yeah. So and the point is that that's where sometimes the approach of okay, how can both parties support each other in their home? Not necessarily that as a man you're depending, you're dependent on your wife to do everything, but how can both parties support them? Things can come. Okay, yeah, you're doing it.
The thing
things
is,
can go around for your wife.
I still believe in something that sharing responsibilities for home, especially when
it's not in our own culture as African men.
That's what I'm saying.
As African men,
especially when we don't come.
But when you reach here,
Western world,
African men.
When we don't reach here, we always look see that same attitude we will get when we dey Africa back home. Say now we dey cater for everything 100%. When you reach here, reality go hit you say if dey rare for you to cover that 100%. And that thing they always affects our woman too, because back home too, then they dependent on my husband now only little things. I feel just decide to buy something for her. But yeah, when reality hits those women, say everything we do, your job we do, never calculate and say na your own no, because it shows 30 or 40% of that money now inside that house. Now waiting me I feel say they always cause this issue. Because me, I know some women who won't drop their money, they already drop that 40%.
No, but the funny thing be say, in as much as say even the woman go contribute, support, to a large extent, let the woman have control over her money.
Yeah, that one 100%.
I know we had the talk. There's some
problem
day. Because you too high. Inside your
man. You dey chook inside.
It still be the same thing with the talk, because the man they work one certain amount of money, but for your own eye, they say the all money for my household you go calculate in wife phone.
No, I go carry your wife own money, join your own money. When you talk, say
that's what I'm saying. You know, say when somebody don't go pull overtime, somebody don't already tell you say if I put this overtime on like $60 per hour be my overtime. You as a man feel say there's no need make my wife go do the overtime now. You don't do the calculation for even before them pay the woman. You don't already do the calculation.
Say, my wife
she do 20 hours overtime
or 2
with
weeks
this
time
one. Okay. If I pay this amount, I will just say, madam, I better pay for this one this week because you make more money past me this week.
No worry, I never even see anything. Now tax season we do. Small stories.
No. For tax season,
no,
we already
that
done. No, you come in. Wait till tell me. Repeat yourself.
That say, you know, say you get one story one time. You say the last tax what people do. The man they do project for Nigeria. They can't talk say that last one where they file say because of the tax we will file we will say if they do project we need the money. Say I need money now. It don't cost issue. We say this year tax they go file separate. File separate. Let me file separate. So if you want to collect your money and not be even just to file separate, the man they don't say me go claim the children. So I will take collect money. You go file.
The man will go borrow. The man will go borrow picking outside.
A lot of things it happen. A lot of things they happen, but I think, what do you guys think that can, we are trying, like I said, not that, everybody is 100% perfect, but going to the man-woman issue, I'm thinking that there might be an agreement to say, okay, yes, you're not, as a man, you're not dependent on your wife's income to put things or to put food on the table in the home. But there might be a conversation between both parties, okay, babe, sort this bill. Do you want to do this? Not necessarily that you're putting something or imposing something on your wife or you're trying to choke. But like we said, some men will still go ahead and say, yes, they don't calculate within their wife they make.
They don't already calculate that.
They don't know. So from that month, they make $5,000, $4,000. They don't feel say, okay, me too, I they make 5,000, 4,000. My wife go bring 2,000. Me too, I go bring 2,000. I'm not saying people should not do.
Don't be equal.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But in our community where we are from, which I know Africa, I know we've not been doing 50-50. But because of people came to America, then I said, okay, yeah, because they came to America, my wife is working, I'm working. But I believe say, woman, it makes sense. When you now come, they do all those things, and I go get agreement, conversation. That's where the communication will come in. Okay, yeah, baby, you're doing this, I'm doing this, so that pressure will not be on both parties. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Tell me before. But say, now you get the children. Now your house. I know they drop shishi. If you like, no pay your mortgage. Now your children go homeless.
Wait. Say now, the person will talk that one to your husband, or na the person.
If na the woman talk, so who can born those children?
Now she born them. She talk say, if I know they work, shebi you go house your children.
So it's beyond. It's beyond.
So the thing is, see,
it's beyond.
If we just they suggestive of what people fit do. One person no fit carry this load.
Yeah, one person can.
No, we understand that one first.
One person can.
When I want been choose my partner, in terms of when I want marry, now then I learn the meaning of love. Love not be emotional fulfillment or satisfaction, not be sexual.
No.
If the person love you, but the person not responsible.
What you can tolerate, what value that you can have, so many things.
If the person not responsible,
so many things. Go still run separate ways.
Wallahi, you go suffer.
Yeah.
So now the major issue be that most people will not ready commit to each other. Say, as you they do this one,
and they do this,
one.
They don't even need talk.
You don't need discuss this.
You don't even need discuss because you already don't know the capacity of this person. The other party said go talk say, okay, yes, this person okay, I fit do this one on my own capacity. If I live by that rules, I don't even talk say rule because sometimes it has to be flexible. Sometimes you go feel say, okay, this man no earn enough. You go know the man no even supposed to tell you say, help me do this one. You suppose don't know your home because we always talking from the beginning. Communication, because if una dey talk, una don't understand. Say, okay, you know reach for here, make me I go support this one because I know say tomorrow he go patch me up.
At least I know some people will say, your wife get fantastic job. They committed to the household. But you see this men, now them lazy pass, they don't go work.
No,
now them go to pursue babes.
At least I would thought I know like 3 or 4.
Now them go to pursue babes. So if eventually instances like this happen, and generally me I believe say the person who they cry up and down, may they check and well.
No,
now in their fault.
They got look at that's what I said. Like, you know, sometimes you look at one side. So when we hear both parties' story, you want to be able to, you know, look at what exactly went wrong and make with the time. Say, okay, yes, you get your fault.
And not be married counselor.
And again,
and not be married counselor. And this podcast not be say would they advise.
No, we're not counseling. We're not advising anybody.
I don't advise myself.
And again,
you want to hear my own advice. Now I want advice.
Let me say, like you said, but I think within our community, based on when we talk about issue of, you know, people thinking and everything, I think people should now start checking, like people going through trauma, going through all those things. It's not generally probably.
Waiting start today.
Today.
Over time,
it's been building up. So people start seeing a therapist. We're not advising them, but if you feel like you cannot do something, even though you don't need to see a therapist, your friend that you see every day can be your therapist to say, guy, I did think about this. So
I know you won't understand. Say, the way we would talk back from home, they are aggressive until I relocate.
You know, say, realize your voice. They'll say your voice hard.
They'll say your voice hard. Say you the verse. You're gonna wonder. Say so. You know what? I was watching a video, and you know sometimes our body posture, if you stand, they pass instruction. Now very dominant posture.
Yeah.
The person, if they do Now because say they fear that posture.
Say what could happen, with this kind of.
But if you sit down, get conversation with person, I don't notice them over time, even with kids.
And they will listen to you more.
They are listening to you, it's sinking.
Yeah.
Because they did that comfort zone, say, okay, are they listening to waiting this guy won't talk because I won't listen. No, because say in the dominant or if he actually make me listen to Ram. Now when I did grow up, I realized say there's a difference between good morning and good morning.
No, because there's a difference because of
I think they say my money good.
It's two ways. But I know where it's going to. Because the approach, the way you said it might be a determinant.
So we should learn to speak to each other with pure respect.
Respect. It happens.
And the only thing we African man they look for, if not one we're responsible, not just that respect.
That's
not just that respect. He will go any lengths
to do anything for his family. As long as he earns that respect.
Bro, sometimes some people don't know respect.
He will do it.
Some people don't know respect.
But some men,
the same thing they talk say for women. What do women want for house?
They want love, companion, time.
Bro, but what if you give them?
You do all of those things,
do everything.
You know, sure for you.
That's what I'm saying. Even with the man we want respect, even though they give him all the respect, finish. If you don't get them.
Because the man, if you think of something else outside.
And the same thing with the woman.
Think for outside.
If you think something outside, because the man, if you say, man.
So they tell me say in knock outside. Don't me say no love the family.
No, that's one. But that direction right now, if you start, if you start,
I give this one one OT.
Okay, waiting.
If your man, no, they buy you gifts. He go on trip. He come they look say my wife. He go on trip. He come look say he see one Rolex, he see one wristwatch. The bank can't give you. Now guilty conscience. He don't knock.
so that before you accuse and say before you start to realize how your trips be.
Yeah, because
you don't use that gift. This is a gift.
This is a gift. I was just thinking of you and all of that.
It might be. It might be.
But what if a genuine
gift?
It might be. African men
and that's where our we say, because like we said, because probably African men. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for other people. Sometimes factors they matter too. Probably the way we're raised, the community, the environment, and all those things. And over time, you learn from there to say, okay, because I've been raised within this, environment, being brought up this way, I don't want to impact that to my own family or to my, my wife and everything. But it happened. But sometimes, and one thing where I believe is that change is in an environment, and change constant it matter go, because if everybody no want change to something we do all the time, but that's why we're saying, okay, we are living where we've been for so many years, we're trying to partner with somebody else to change.
We're in the talk now.
It's difficult.
I'll tell you one interesting story.
It's very, very difficult, and I feel that, like I said, I'm not saying I'm on plan, but there are still some things that we say, okay, we've been doing for years now, 40 years now, that we've not even changed about.
I'll tell you one funny thing. This now, one thing where I don't internalize personally. I dey make friends to some people. I dey go some kind places to constantly remind myself of what I don't want to become.
Yeah.
So sometimes you feel find me for some place. I just want to go there, observe, say, this is what I don't want to ever become. So that constant reminder.
But it's going to be sinking into your head, but you will not speak it out.
Of course. You know, this conversation.
You don't speak it out.
You just do some things. You go
you feel uncomfortable within that environment. And you feel like,
what you don't want to become and all of that. But the way the other partner will treat you is not in your control.
Yeah.
But as much as you get your own personal values, you know what's in there. If you like, tumble, do Rolling Stone, do everything. if you go chop breakfast,
You go still chop am.
You go chop it fam. But
So,
likewise,
so
so
basically from the topic, so the effect now we will get now, is it these good effects, or should I say positive effects, or negative effects now in this thing gets on our community, as in when it comes to African community moving to diaspora?
yeah, we've lost the cultural value. That's number one thing for me. For me, we've lost the cultural value because, fine, moving to the diaspora is not something that is bad. To be honest, it's good because we're trying to create, an avenue for our generation, our family, just to get, something better life, because the way things are, where would they come from? Okay. However, a lot of factors generalize on that. A lot of factors.
the major factor just came to my head now.
It came to I suppose that factor.
The major factor came to my head now.
So
you know what the major factor
what
is?
was that? Probably.
You are coming to the West. That is a capitalist environment, and they will teach you to always be the I, not the we.
Yeah, be self-centered to yourself. Be self-centered to
At the
yourself.
point,
Yeah,
the I,
yeah. Except you have
dominance.
You have like, I agree with what you just said, because
as long as look from home, even when you walk, you are always looking at we enjoy, we do this, we do this, we do this. When you come to the West, the first thing you will learn is the I.
Yeah.
And the moment the I identity take over you, you won't give a damn about anything.
yeah, and it affects a lot, not just the person, in general, but look at people around that person too as well. So I think for me personally, we've said a lot of things, but one thing that I know is that every day we dey manage ourselves,
And would they learn?
We manage ourselves, we learn.
we
This,
dey tolerate.
yes.
Money no dey make people dey tolerant.
Because and based on our conversation now, I'm not relating to like money in general. I'll say, okay, bring this, bring this.
Now money be the major problem.
Okay, but do you know that they always say money is money is not the root of all evil.
Baba,
Person wey get evil wan do something for him mind. Person wey money wan wait na anywhere they go. Person wey money wan even influence other way, he don already know wetin he wan do.
So which money?
For him mind.
Which money they make for diaspora? Where they make you get evil mind or anything bad mind?
Which we were having a conversation earlier on, that it's not necessarily because that man or that woman is making money will make them change. It's because of what they already have.
For 11 years.
I be even hear what gist. So just remind me.
so
This
many
one, as the
things.
babe starts IT work, you can't dey tell a colleague say, "That my husband no get say if I don't give am beans, you don't chop beans."
And the husband no do, they work. But the husband no
You
they
know, he
work.
just dey do regular job.
Normal regular
But just
job.
like say, if I don't give my husband beans, say he like beans, go. If I don't give am beans.
But that's why,
So meaning say now she in control of the house now.
That's what it be.
yeah, she might be in the control of the house, but the problem is that
So it shouldn't
A lot
even be
of
about
factor.
who is in control.
who is in control? A lot of
It should
factors
be
dey
about
there.
like, how do we come together to make this thing work?
That tolerance wey our parents get back
no,
then.
no,
Even when
Nothing like tolerance. You know the additional.
right now again
The only thing we I always dey feel say bless our women na like payback time most
to
to the
Everything
men.
you don't do back home for Africa.
Yes, to
They
the
go-
men.
they go-
So
they go balance am
yeah,
there for
na
you.
payback time. I did gist with one of my guy for UK. We just dey talk generally and we dey talk about wetin they call that thing again for UK again.
what's
All
that?
those people will come UK. Wetin they call
Okay,
that?
dependent
Dependent and applicant.
So we dey talk generally because him dey give me one gist. So I come tell say the same thing dey here. The guy say no, na own dey learn. He say come UK, you go see people wey dey beg
Wait,
money.
they say if they see person for UK for train station, they go say in a dependent for train station. I hear that one.
Train
They go
station.
say your applicant dey you dey here. Sorry to cut you. I just heard it. I saw it and I was like crazy. man.
Now basically what we dey talk be say my own concern no be say money love, anything we want to talk about them. My own concern, I be say that effect of moving to the West, it dey really affects our home, both coming from the man's aspect or coming from the woman's aspect.
Agreed.
Me, I feel say waiting we fit do to really educate ourselves. We get people wey say they come home. We will still come. We go grow old for year, but some people still dey queue now to rushing couples. But if those things no dey,
Something just come like that. As married couple, once you relocate, if you count how many times you go knock in a year.
yeah, no, that one.
They
Sure.
say person Ghana 20.
No.
22.
You fit count. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, you fit count am.
As married couple,
Because
once you
I feel
relocate,
go back say throughout this year, how many times I don't knock?
Because I get where they go. So many things.
Yeah, because the factor na wetin they try talk na those factors they try tell you. And others sọ pé me I dey always say na one of my guys dey talk say ara tí kò bá ti náwó.
ó máa kọ́ra.
And two, based on what you dey talk, what can the couples do to help them?
The thing.
We are not.
For me, I don't know.
See, they go figure themselves
They
out.
go figure themselves
They go
out.
figure.
See,
I
they
dey try figure myself.
just like say when we dey move in,
together.
we don't know the story. Nobody go tell you the story now until you come here. But sometimes they talk say it be like generational curse. If some people no stop am, it go worse for the people where they come.
It can be stopped. It's something that can.
Some people now from airport they go break up.
It's been happening. It's been happening way back.
From
before
airport,
we
as
come
they
here.
reach here, they don't break up.
That one no man.
Yeah.
You never see the one where I hear say husband and wife they don't divorce for Nigeria, but they just because they don't get visa, they just use that one to package
Say they
both
will come
together, enter with the children.
As they
enter with the children,
separate
everybody
ways.
find their way. I tell them, everybody find their way. I'm telling you. So a lot of things happen, a lot of shit because
I just
that
feel-
tolerance no day again.
Bros,
That tolerance no day again.
Why
it's
can
a very difficult
we?
thing,
Why
and
we dey tolerant back home, but we no dey tolerant for here? Now when me.
Because everything wey you dey pray for,
even
when you reach here, you no go pray for am again.
even so,
E
they
go happen.
just dey manage themselves when they dey back home.
Hey, but
Don't be say they
even
dey-
that manage better. At least. Like we dey always say, now you talk that to say the only two way they take no husband and wife say because they sleep on top the because then they
The same
house.
roof.
They be
Because
flatmates.
they feel no even they sleep the same bed because you don't know what thing they go inside. If people say the man they sleep for ground, the woman they sleep on
they
top
be
bed.
flatmates.
They be
In fact, you know the funny thing. If you want to know whether wahala dey one house, if you go the house, say they give you like 4 meat, they chop this. If you go, they fry egg or they give you 1 egg.
Come to that everybody.
Make you don't take.
So for me, to be honest with you, I would say that even like I said, nobody is perfect. Everybody's trying to work things out in their home, build the cultural values, help the home more better off. If the thing go reach them, may they go see therapist. May they go see what you call that. We say we no be therapist or we no be
Counselor.
Counselor. May they go look for counselor. We go help them.
African
because
problems
it's
dey
not
unique.
because of
how many Africans? How many Africans they go marry counselor therapy?
No.
How many dey go
No.
hospital?
How many they go hospital check themselves?
You see, it's just that I don't want to advertise something later, but it's part of something that we need to let our people know. It's part of.
Say me they go they check themselves.
Checking self, doing all
That's
of
what I'm
things.
saying.
Things
With,
happen.
with all the money and the funny thing be
Something as
say.
basic as blood pressure.
The funny thing be say
They don't-
for
they
your
don't.
same place
They
of
don't.
work, you dey pay for health insurance, $12 copay or so. But you never for once say, okay, since then na copay, you never for once carry yourself say, at least I dey work for company, make I even go check myself.
And they go miss hour for shifts now. Why?
Now wetin
That
dey
money
think?
never complete.
No be even miss out. Some people they look. Some people they look say, I'll come carry my small money.
Go
meet
hospital again.
hospital again. Go meet one doctor. Sabe check me. Then the person will come see something where we say because that's why we depend on our adbo.
Because you don't see one kind of sick wey be say you go dey call your pin. Your pin. Say, na it be this.
Oh, wait, you like your pin now. Say, very tiamo.
If anybody don't go through that phase before,
yeah.
I don't go through my own face. When I tell you what I do during my own face, I carry all my money for different account, move everything to one. So that one account, they don't already get the pin of that one. I can say, you better make everything make my wife do something because nothing they this account. So no, it did happen, yes. But the fact we say, no lie, this is actually a serious thing. It's bad. Like I said, you don't have to say this culture will teach you to be selfish to yourself. No we. But it's still bad seeing make it see African homes. Make it a year just like I beg the wife or make person they tell you just say I don't even remember the day why I sleep with my wife. The house don't already break because they don't already turn flatmates. But like you said earlier to say, you get some things where you say, you get some places where you go. You go to say this kind of thing over, pray make it happen to you. But when would they hear this gist? Would they hear this gist among African communities? And you go they wonder say now this country, where would they turn them to beasts like this?
Now this country, man. This country, look, sometimes you just say, this person is a good person. See, the values here, the difference. And if you no get depth as individual before, where we say you dey shallow in terms of your personal values, if you reach here, things go scatter. Let's be honest, things go scatter.
Well, things feel scatter, but I feel say okay, parts.
When you
I would say
environment,
environment.
When you dey environment, where we say as a woman, you get more benefits, social benefits. If the man no dey than when the man dey, wetin go happen?
If you're looking at, are you looking at in terms of this environment or environment with
in this environment?
This,
so even the environment they encourage you, say don't worry, you'll be fine. But the crazy thing be say go check them out. But consistently, any house where man no dey, whether good or bad, whether terrible, where man no dey. Any pikin,
the house they lack.
When man no get that impact.
The house they lack.
I just say the year the last. I say home we don't break. Any home like you say, any home say both parties no dey.
They see they put time on top their head. Say yeah, I can take care of my house.
They can't. We cannot. Me, I'm talking for the men. Oh, you say maybe you no deal with your wife now. Yeah. Say you want to take care of your 2 children. Not even 2, 1. Let me not say 1. Half. You cannot. You are finished.
The thing they balance.
Half you cannot.
Because even as a guy to take care of the kids alone,
it's not easy.
Then the woman to take care of your kids alone without the man. If they say you be Superman or you say you be Superwoman.
Type of
so they express. So many things they go on. So what we are trying to say now, how can these things be balanced? Fine.
They go figure them out. We say they try figure them out.
We go create forum. We go be the living room forum.
Forum to bring me people to come and speak to people.
It go be anonymous. It go be like the Nile of those days.
Okay, so you just come in, drop your comment.
Just make people advise. People go still hear you because for every situation with this year now, there's some people they crack joke.
Yeah.
And then some people they learn some lessons because you don't want to make it happen to you. But the fact we say by the time you they voice out, probably by typing, nobody know you because you are anonymous.
Yeah.
Inside those abuse, curse, laugh, some people go still tell you the truth.
And people should leave. I agree with you 100%. People should leave ego out of it because if you are facing a deep problem in your home, and fine, because I don't want my friend to see me say they get problem. Like you said, if they are coming anonymous on that group, we are not counselor. We are not therapist.
It should be somebody.
No matter how man save the best.
Yeah.
Once you see,
if you give her one knock, they calm down.
But what if woman they verse?
Woman.
Now woman
easy.
So if woman they verse,
not be me because I don't know woman.
No knock for you because if man they verse and the woman won't settle, it easy.
No, if you get her, she go dress.
Not be your wife. Not be your wife.
Wife.
Now your wife,
say
the wife dey vex. Wife say wife dey vex. But when you know say as dey vex, you know
no, but it just be like say when woman tell you, you dey go. They go now.
Otitun lọ.
Wàtí lọ sí òdìdí.
The stubbornness.
I get you.
The stubbornness of the man. The stubbornness of the man. Even if the woman talk that thing, the stubbornness of the man will still go. Ti ba lonko.
No, because you want to say Otutu law.
Don't they give you sign? You say come directly.
You don't come directly. You say no go.
Na men they go directly.
We don't already know that one say. Woman no go tell you, but the stubbornness of the man no go tell say ele ti woman dey uncle joko sile. But na lie, you go still go. You go still come back that house. No matter wetin dey, una go just. But let's be sincere. But this we're rounding up is this effect is really, really terrible and is actually growing. The rate at which breakups, I don't know,
Homes,
home
marriages too, as
marriages.
well. You know, in terms of their perception towards things.
It mess up people.
It mess up
Because the fact is,
people going through trouble,
You guys say
depression.
right now, no be.
You know?
I will use that your word. Now, marriage is on the turn flatmates because the rate way marriage is now don't be flatmates for the West is alarming.
I hear one yesterday. I swear, and this way he talking to the extent that the woman. I don't want to mention where they come so that they don't go see come say we should they tackle them too much. The woman go carry man come the house. They what do they call that thing?
Separate.
Divorce was living. How do they call them? Living separate. They stay over, but they don't divorce. But the woman will come carry another man.
Come that same house and the man the house.
The man the house come the same house. Come we tell the man say make he park inside garage.
But wait now.
I yesterday.
But they
No.
don't divorce, Abi.
They don't divorce.
Yeah, then be no. If they don't divorce, if they don't finalize
divorce. To be honest, I heard that
maybe both of them
divorced
just
and-
decide
Yeah.
that they want to like
Yoruba-
be sharing.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yorubas will say something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ìkan ló
Them
máa
be
múnú
Yoruba.
méjèèjì.
Yes, they were Yoruba.
Is either pé kò pẹ́ láyé kójú ẹ rí bi
Or
kó tètè máa lọ.
couldn't take my law. But the point is that, like what we said, from my own, my own takeaway here today is just that number one, we need to speak out in terms of okay, if you're going through a lot and you have someone that is closer to you to share your views with based on what you're going through. Someone not to share only, but to learn, to hear them to say, okay, this is what I'm going through. Can you, put me in the right way? But people lose the value to feel
Because
like
of that
because
ego.
of ego, I can't speak out, I can't do this.
I don't know. Maybe this guy go hear me. Go tell me about my story because I don't hear what. Which even make me talk. We say yeah. Some people don't really get that ego. Some people actually come out because when I witness one, if your house no good, you don't dey get issue. Why? Because say they perform well. Maybe not part of their issue for house, but that because your woman go soon.
So why you talk say we witness one?
Yeah, because
Like,
I hear now you be the doctor.
Maybe doctor.
So at least the person confidently can't tell you, say, if like say my home done they break, and the reason why my home they break, no be because I they cheat, no be because anything, not because I know they perform.
Boy, they use them for outside.
Eh?
They use.
I don't know, maybe they use them outside, but you don't feel
outside.
perform for inside. But at least you give a remedy, and the remedy work, then salute you, then give you 3 busa. So they say
Camera cuts.
the same thing they apply. We're not actually talking about the sex aspect. We they talk about even when you don't notice, say things are not the way it used to be, and if you foresee this thing, say if this thing continue, my home goes to break. You better make quickly find solution, and that ego you go bring them down, like you said, bring them down. Find somebody to discuss them with, and make. Probably there will be a possible solution. If no solution, I'm not sure solution good day. Now just say, will you be willing to do what they expected you to do to bring your home intact? Now be the problem. So now the only thing where me I feel think, or me I feel suggest to matters where we they talk about tonight.
Yeah, most importantly, like now I don't touch on them, but for me personally, anything. Know what your life. If you know they work, I know they. If you don't try, you don't look up to God. You don't go therapy, you don't do everything, but you know they work. My people, nothing they watch your life. Make it go.
Leave.
It is important because now I will go manage and we go
just for your sanity.
We go do this. By the time you go crazy,
It's
what you
like
say, you go through one hand. My brother, that one hand, you go wear orange uniform. I bet you.
I have numbers.
You go wear orange uniform. Anything.
Yeah.
Whether na man, whether na woman, anything will go frustrate you get to the point where we say you do violent. I beg, walk away.
Just walk away. Yeah.
Waka.
So, guys, that's just it. We just want to, share experiences, talk about how people are living, what we can do. We're just trying to create something on our podcast to share value to people, and people should learn from it, because sometimes people say a lot of things around the world and they want to learn from it as well. And that's what we are doing. And in general, we are actually putting it on within our, African community. That's why we speak our, speak English, talk about Pidgin too as well, just for people to understand more better on what we're actually driving at. But based on what we said tonight, we just want everybody, just to see value on our cultural heritage, see value about marriages, see value on, our home too as well. And we're not trying to drive to say, okay, we want to be dependent on, one person, but most especially people should come together, come into an agreement, have conversations that can easily drive their home to a better way.
Man, thank you. I would say we use this to wrap up this night. We don't talk everything. Now it's actually left to our viewers to watch the podcast, listen to what we said, and if you have any comments, feel free, make your comments.
Drop it down.
And just drop it. The major thing we say, tell a brother or tell a sister to go look out for that Living Room podcast. Thank you for tonight, and see you in another episode.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you, everyone.